You know what? Every time I come out here and I take my camera and I want to record a video, to speak up and call out religious misogyny and the impact it is having on women, as well as all manner of cultural arrangements that we have been sold for so many years as women that has limited us. Whenever I come out to speak about these things, I always tell myself, hey, Zumi, just calm down. Don't go off. Don't get mad. Don't get angry. You have to speak the truth in love. And I try my best. But whenever I finish recording and I go back and I look at what I've recorded, sometimes I'm like, oh man, this girl, you are really, you're boiling, you're so angry. But the thing is this, I was just thinking about it, and especially when I come across people that are saying, hey, you're one-sided, you're biased, it's not all men, there are still good men out there. I laugh because whatever I'm talking about, I am referring to people, the people that I'm addressing know themselves. And obviously, I am not here to talk to men. I'm not here to plead with men to try and understand us. I am speaking to women who have had enough, who really want a relationship with God, but these things are standing in their way and they really want to get clarity. Is this really what God is saying? Because it doesn't even make sense to me as a human, right? So those are the people I'm speaking to. But I want to make something clear. I believe that God has a remnant at every point in time on earth. There are male, there are female remnants, people that know the truth, people that know what is right, people that know what is fair, people that uphold justice. There are males who are also allies of women speaking up against these injustices. But I am not referring to them. Those people know themselves. Like if you go to a church and the pastor is preaching and he's preaching sound scriptures, right? And he's talking about maybe don't keep malice or whatever, or maybe don't lie. And you know that that doesn't refer to you. Are you going to come and start saying, how about talk about those that don't lie? Talk about those that don't lie. You won't, right? But I don't understand those that come in and they're trying to tell me to talk about people that are on the other spectrum. If every man out there, or if majority of men were doing what is right, especially among Christians, not, I won't even be here talking because things will somehow balance themselves out. The good ones will also exert some form of influence and they will also be speaking up and be allies to women. And then we women won't even have to come out and be talking about these things, right? But for us to come out and be talking about these things, it is because some of the good ones, some of those that know what is right, have probably not spoken loud enough, or if they are speaking, their voices are being overshadowed by the voice of people that are well known, that have a name in religious circles, that are peddling all manner of misogyny and patriarchal narratives, right? So my point is this. When Jesus came to the earth, right, and he had to correct a lot of religious brouhaha that was going on, he didn't come and say, oh, there are some good Pharisees, oh, like there was Nicodemus, he was a good man, oh, there was this. No, Bible says, in order for you to, like, let me even not even use the Bible, but whatever I'm going to say is still what the Bible teaches, basically. If I want to grow a garden, a healthy garden full of, let's say, carrots, I'm not going to go into a whole forest full of weed and everything and then I start planting carrot seeds. How is that going to work? How is that going to work? There needs to be a rooting out first. And that's why I think in the book of Jeremiah, when God sent Jeremiah to go and tackle some kind of, strongholds that, traditional strongholds, religious strongholds that were overpowering Israel. He told Jeremiah, you need to go there, you need to tear down, you need to pull down, you need to destroy, and then you need to now begin to build and begin to plant. And that's how it works. And so whatever I'm talking about, there are strongholds against women, strongholds, religious strongholds, societal strongholds, economic strongholds, marital strongholds, all forms of strongholds that are limiting the quality of life of women, especially Christians. Because as Christians, many of these pastors have unfortunately used the scriptures to reinforce and blackmail women into accepting lives that are less than what God has planned for them, right? And so these strongholds need to be pulled down, and it will seem as if one is fighting against God, but God knows himself. Nobody can fight for God. I am not fighting for God. I am speaking up for fellow women. I'm speaking up for womanhood, right? And if it sounds to you, if your eyes are not able to see the inequality, the inequity, the unfairness, the vulnerability of the life of women and children, because whatever happens to women ends up happening to their children. If you can't see that and you are thinking that one is fighting the church, then the person doesn't know God. Because Bible says that God himself said in the book of Jeremiah, he said, let no man boast in your, don't boast in your riches, don't boast in your wisdom, don't boast in whatever people boast about. Let your boast be that you know me, that I am a God of justice, and I uphold righteousness and equity in the earth. So that is what true knowledge of God is. And that's why he will even say in the Bible, it says, before you start bringing your sacrifices and everything, doing 1 million days fasting and everything, go out there, go and see the people that are oppressed, go and speak up for the oppressed, go and share your food to the needy and the hungry before you even come and do any fast. Because all this, your fasting is like nonsense, it's an abomination in my sight. So what am I trying to say here? It is okay for anyone to look at what I'm doing as an attack on the church. But even if I don't speak up, Bible says that if we do not shine our light, that the people of this world will come out, they will toss us out on the street like salt that is bad. If our salt is no longer tasty, they will toss us on the street and they'll stampede on us, trample on us. And that is what is going on. And I understand those that are speaking up. I understand those that are saying enough, I don't even want to be Christians. Because what we have sold them as Christianity is not really what God is all about.